long ago, when ships still sailed by the stars, there lived a young dreamer in a small village who spent his days watching the waves. One day, an old fisherman passed by and asked him, "Why do you watch the water, lad? Have you lost something?" The boy replied, "I haven't lost anything. I'm just searching." The old fisherman smiled and whispered, "What you seek, you won't find in the waves, but in the stars." And as he said it, he vanished into the wind. The boy wondered what the fisherman could have meant. So he set off in one direction, without looking back. As he walked along the path, the sea followed him in quiet company, until he reached the foot of the hill, where he noticed a small, hidden cove. Perhaps this is the road that leads to the stars, he thought. It was a peaceful place where the rocks carried the marks of centuries. But the boy knew he had to move on, for the gates of the cove would soon close with the tide. He returned to the path that led toward the hilltop. He climbed slowly, and with every step it felt as though the world behind him breathed a little softer. A faint scent of salt lingered between the stones, and the sound of the waves followed him only as a distant memory. As he climbed higher, the light grew clearer, as if the hilltop belonged to another world. He walks on along the path when a strange stillness brought his steps to a halt. An old book lay beneath the bush. He picked it up and slowly opened it. On its faded pages, worn letters began to appear. Once, far in the south, there stood a little house at the edge of the wind. It had stood empty for a long time, yet it was never lonely, for it had a strange gift. It could hear the stories people carried in their hearts. Those who passed by would stop before it for a moment, or slip inside its walls to shelter from the rain. The house quietly took from them all that they could no longer carry. And the wanderers left lighter, as though something in their hearts had been lifted. As if the house had kept their burdens for them. For sometimes, the places that seem most abandoned hold the greatest light. The boy stood at the edge of the hill, letting the silence of the endless ocean wash through him. The wind fell quiet for a moment, as if the faintest whisper brushed through the air. Now he understood that what he had been searching for was not in the waves, nor in the stars, but within himself. He started back toward the village, and as if even the wind touched him more softly, for where the wind meets the sea, that is where the heart comes home. Meek Pine, where silence tells the story.